Hey guys, so today I want to talk about this new bracelet that I've been recently uh, using on my watch. It's called Forstner bands, and I love it. I've been looking for a great bracelet for a while. I know when I first bought my watch, I bought it on a rubber strap, thinking, "Hey, I work a lot, so probably don't want a steel bracelet getting scuffed." But the more and more I use my watch, I was starting to kind of regret that. And I see the reason behind why people say, okay, probably buy a watch with a steel bracelet. So I looked at Christopher Ward again, and their bracelets were about, I think, 200 roughly, give or take. I don't like their clasp. They use good material, and you also used screw down links, but for some reason, I just thought that the clasp was a little too long. It kind of covered up most of the ventral part of that wrist. So I was looking for a bracelet that one had a better design and maybe even a better fit. So I started looking up different bracelets, third-party bracelets over the internet, and I found two good ones. I think I stumbled upon the one that I finally ended up getting, Frostner band. Hopefully, I'm pronouncing that right. It was phenomenal. I love it. I looked at that one and Uncle Seiko because they had this beautiful pattern. The Uncle Seiko one at least came in a Jubilee version, and this the Forstner band comes in this bullet design and has great history. So let me tell you a little bit about this bracelet. I feel like it has excellent quality. I looked at some YouTube videos before buying, and when the bracelet actually came in, I had nothing but great things to say about it since then. The links feel solid. The bracelet feels solid. It doesn't jingle too much. The Uncle Seiko I looked at, based on the online reviews and the YouTube videos, maybe the quality of that one is probably not as good as this. The Forstner bands are a little bit more expensive, so I would say go with the Forstner band if you can. Um, so as I said before, it has like this classic look. It kind of reminds me of a Rolex look, or sorry, not a Rolex, but an Omega Speedmaster look, one of the from the new bracelet. It kind of feels like that. It's just a little bit wider and the links are a little thicker, but it definitely has that classic, almost a retro design, and I'm in love with it. I love how the light plays on it. And if you go to the Frostner band website, you can actually kind of read about some of the history of the company, which I think is super unique. I mean, I'm a big Omega fan and fan of NASA, and this company was kind of directly involved in all of that. So let me tell you more about them. So originally founded as the Forstner Chain Corporation in 1920 by a guy named William Forstner in New Jersey. The company mostly made jewelry and watch bracelets. They made these bracelets in all kinds of styles and designs, chains. They were known for unique designs, and among them, Comfit was one of their most popular and a invention that kind of really led the company to new heights. It changed the company forever, and it was basically a bracelet that could extend and be adjusted on the fly. It was kind of allowed the bracelet to be resized very quickly, and people who were in the professional setting, and in particular NASA, before Omega Speedmaster became the official partner, used mostly this brand's version of straps on their watches because they could adjust them very quickly. So in these early days, of NASA and the space program, a lot of astronauts used their personal watches, and on those personal watches, they had this Comfit band. Later, when Speedmaster did become the professional watch of choice, even then they used this Comfit bracelet as opposed to Omega's bracelet. The pairing became ubiquitous throughout NASA, and astronauts wore the Comfit band on two Mercury missions, the Mercury Atlas 8 and the Mercury Atlas 9. They also wore it on Apollo 17. The band that was worn was, in fact, a rebranded version of this comfort bracelet. It was bought by JB Champion and it was rebranded to that, but basically it was the same bracelet. So, really cool part of history, and I think just kind of goes in line with the quality and the care that they used to construct these bracelets. So, the company definitely has great history behind them. So more about this bracelet. It comes in straight links or custom links that you can get for Omega, Speedmaster, and Seamaster. And I think now they're offering is becoming more extensive. I think they also offer for Tudor as well. I'm not 100% certain on that. Just look at their website to kind of make sure that they do. But basically, they have these custom end links that fit to the case really well for these Omega watches. But if you don't have an Omega watch, the straight links will work. The straight link will work. That's the one that I'm using on my watch. Works like a charm. The sizes they offer are between 17.5 millimeter to 22 millimeter lug widths. Uh, Currently, the company's most popular bracelet would be this bullet style bracelet. I think it's done so well. It also has a milled clasp that feels high end and doesn't rattle around. It doesn't feel cheap. It's solid, solid end links and solid clasp. It's constructed with round and angled links, giving the bracelet a unique depth. I mean, you really have to try it on and wear it and see it under light to really appreciate it. Originally, this bullet bracelet was made for the Bulova astronaut watch, but I think they've adopted this now and made it even better with this new clasp, and it can work on any watch. And you can see on my watch, it looks so nice. It's very comfortable, and it's made using 316L stainless steel. So you're getting that quality. You're getting the phenomenal looks as well, and it doesn't scratch very easily. It's comfortable to wear, easy to adjust. Now, I do need to say that there are screwed in links, so you have to resize it to get a really good fit. I have 8.5 inch wrist, so even on my wrist, it was big when it first came in, so I had to resize it and take a few links out. But once the resizing was done, then they give you a screw, like a flathead inside of their package to be able to adjust the strap. Once that adjustment was made, the bracelet was very comfortable to wear and sat really nicely on my wrist. It doesn't have any quick adjustment. They have a adjustment inside of the clasp that you can do using it's like a push down link that you can adjust the back part of the clasp, but there's no quick adjustment that you can kind of do on the fly. But that's okay. I think even without that, the bracelet holds up really well. It does taper down from 22 to 16 millimeter at the clasp. And I think that taper is really nice. You're able to really move your wrist around. It's comfortable. I think this is even a better bracelet than the Omega Seamaster bracelet, which doesn't really taper at all. And can be quite chunky if you wear it on the wrist. Now, a few things to be mindful of. The issue that I had personally when I was ordering this bracelet is that when I ordered it, I used USPS and something happened. For some reason, it was stuck on that the package was sent, but it wouldn't show delivery date. Apparently, that's been going on for a while with USPS. I would recommend if you order from them to use UPS. They seem to do a much better job at delivering the item. The company did an excellent job with their customer service. They were able to reach out to me. I sent them one email and I think I got a response in about 12 or 24 hours, and they had the issue taken care of. I had my bracelet in 2 days. After I told them that the USPS service wasn't really moving. I don't know whatever happened to that first order. I never got it, and it still says the package was dropped off, but there's no delivery from the USPS side. So don't use the postal service. Use the UPS. That would be my recommendation. That's the only real issue I've had. But like I said, the customer service was phenomenal. No issues at all. I think they'll handle whatever happens. They're going to make sure that you're happy with your product. It just adjust. It does adjust and fit well on the wrist. But once again, there's no quick adjustment. So you kind of have to have a good uh, setting on the wrist. You want to be able to readjust the bracelet so it fits well. Once you get that great fit, then you're good to go. My recommendations: I would highly recommend this bracelet for you. If you want to spice up your watch, you want to change the look of your watch, I think the bracelet looks phenomenal. It really is unique. It has that retro fit. If you're into space and Omega, definitely I think it's a keeper. Great quality, great finish, and you can see there's some polishing component to the bracelet. It's a solid link, and great history behind this brand, and they did a great job with this bracelet. I'll definitely be buying from them again. And I think you guys should too. So let me know what your thoughts are. If you have any particular questions about that, leave them at the link below, and let me know what you think. If you have any bracelets or companies that have even better bracelets than this one, let me know, and I would love to look into that. Thanks.